A moment of your time, my lord. My master wishes to speak with you. There are many ears about. Please wait while I establish a secure connection.
Congratulations on your ascension to the Dark Council, my lord. I am Darth, your humble servant.
I suspect I will soon have a host of followers swearing undying loyalty. Most will be beneath my notice.
I did not come empty-handed, my lord. I know of an opportunity, one you alone have the strength to seize. Are you familiar with the Tion Hegemony? An independent sector, they claim to be neutral in the war between the Empire and Republic. Wealthy, powerful, and stubborn, the Tion Hegemony has the potential to be the Empire's greatest threat, now that the Republic has fallen low.
The war with the Republic has left the Empire vulnerable. Do you think they'll try to take advantage of the situation?
In the past, the Tion Hegemony has been aggressive about expanding its sphere of influence, but things have changed. We intercepted a series of classified transmissions. The Tion Hegemony's in trouble. The worlds are being overrun by rakghouls. Unchecked, the outbreak will infect billions. Entire planets will be overrun. But with chaos comes opportunity for those with the power to seize it.
The rakghouls were confined to Taris for centuries. They didn't get off that world by accident.
We suspect this may be one of the Tion royal families making a bid for power, but we have no way to know for sure.
The Tion Hegemony is trying to suppress this news. It has been difficult to gather the necessary details.
Meet me on my ship. Hopefully by then we'll know more. My apprentice can provide the location.
Here are the coordinates of my master's vessel. She eagerly looks forward to your arrival.
Welcome, my lord. I've been monitoring the situation in the Tion Hegemony. Things are getting worse. The Tion noble families have quarantined all worlds in the sector. No ships can land or leave without permission. The announcement was not popular. Those trapped on the infected worlds feel betrayed by their rulers.
The chaos and confusion can be turned to our advantage.
Precisely. And I know the perfect place to strike. 4 worlds have been completely overrun. A 5th, Kaon, is down to a handful of survivors battling for their lives. Among those survivors are several nobles related to the ruling family. But we will have to act quickly if we want to rescue them.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
The rakghouls are not the real enemy. They are only a tool. A weapon for a hidden foe. Whoever unleashed this plague is trying to destabilize the Tion Hegemony so they can swoop in and seize power. Someone with that kind of ambition could become a dangerous rival if left unchecked.
Turning the rakghoul plague into an instrument of war is an impressive feat.
Learning how the virus was synthesized could give us a powerful weapon to use against our foes. We have a contact on Kaon. Major Beisel, head of local security. He's cleared a shuttle to take you down to the surface. Major Beisel will contact you with a situation update after you land.
The shuttle's down. Pilot must have panicked during the escape. My squad's heading to the crash site to look for survivors. Meet us there.
Spread out. Check for survivors.
Major, we got a live one. Hey, you all right?
Look out!
Those things would have torn me to pieces. You saved my life. Never thought I'd be glad to see the Empire on Kaon.
Just say the word and you can fend for yourself.
That's not my call. The royal family authorized your presence here. None of us ordinary folk had a say. Truth be told, a lot of people on Kaon actually blame the Empire for this outbreak. They figure an infected ship was intentionally sent here to destabilize the system.
What kind of evidence do you have? Or are you just throwing around wild theories?
I'm just telling you what I heard. Doesn't seem that far-fetched, though. The Empire's done far worse in its day. But if you're not responsible, there's one way to prove it. Checking the records at the spaceport will show where the infected ship came from. Should tell us who's behind this, one way or another.
That should have been the first thing you did.
Our first priority was enforcing the quarantine. Couldn't let this spread. But I've got patrols headed to the spaceport now. Maybe we'll get lucky and find some... Oh! My chest is on fire! Ah! No. It was just a scratch. Oh! One scratch can't turn me into... Oh! Please! Do something!
This should be interesting.
Ah! I always knew you were... scum!
Hold on. Don't shoot. Not a rakghoul, just a harmless shuttle pilot. Name's Malara. Look, I need to get off this world, and I know how this whole rakghoul outbreak started. So maybe we can swing a deal?
It's easy to make promises. Even easier to break them.
Yeah, I know how that goes. But I'm out of options here, and I gotta trust you, or I'm done. So, these rakghouls? Oh yeah, I brought them on my shuttle, but I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just a pilot. I was hired to fly here. My boss is the one you want, not me.
Your boss's name. Now.
You heard of Dr. Lorik. He's a member of the 37 families, the main political rivals of the royal family. He hired me to make a delivery to Kaon. Soon as I touched down, the rakghouls came pouring out. It was ugly.
The rakghouls waited patiently until you landed. Dr. Lorik must have found a way to make them follow orders.
You could be right. They weren't acting like mindless beasts during the attack. Seemed like they had a purpose. Lorik double-crossed me. Now I get to return the favor. He's hiding out at a secret base on Ord Mantell. So, that's about all I know. Now you ready to get me off this rock?
You've outlived your usefulness.
But, I told you everything. Now I see the problem. Damn.
Your work on Kaon was impressive. Your reputation is well earned. With the source of the plague identified, the Tion royal family has been able to contain the outbreak. It's unfortunate we couldn't question that pilot before you killed her, but we were still able to put together a file on Dr. Lorik.
The pilot had served her purpose. Leaving her alive only opened us up to possible betrayal.
Of course, my lord. I hadn't thought of that. I should have known better than to question your judgment. You bested the rakghouls on Kaon. I've no doubt you will do the same when you meet Lorik in person. A decade ago, he was declared a traitor. He fled the Tion Hegemony and went into hiding on Ord Mantell.
If the Senate finds out what he's up to, they may send their own people in.
Not to worry. As usual, the Republic is blind. They have no idea of the threat Lorik represents. Kaon and the other worlds were just a test. A way for Lorik to study the effects of the modified rakghoul virus he developed.
If we can get our hands on this version of the plague, it could be a devastating weapon.
The Republic is on its last legs. Lorik's virus could provide the final blow to our enemy. Reports of what happened on Kaon have been suppressed. Lorik still thinks his identity is hidden. We have the element of surprise.
In addition to eliminating a potential rival, killing Lorik should secure the allegiance of the Tion Hegemony.
At the very least, it will keep them from looking to the Republic in the near future. The shuttle is waiting to take you to Dr. Lorik's base on Ord Mantell. Hopefully you'll find records of his experiments with the virus. That way, you won't have to take him alive.
Dr. Sanis Lorik, log entry 1246. Progress on the enhanced strain of the rakghoul virus is slow, but I will not be daunted. I have spent too long in exile. I will return to the worlds I once called home as a conqueror and a hero. Those who cast me out will bow down before me. They will cry for mercy and be rewarded with death. Dr. Sanis Lorik, log entry 1322. I've modified the rakghoul virus to cross the species barrier, a monumental breakthrough. The mutative properties have been enhanced as well. The newly transformed creatures are stronger and more powerful than previous generations. Even with their increased strength and aggression, they remain responsive to my commands. My work is nearing completion.
Dr. Adi Ingral, log entry 1344. I and the other assistants have noticed some disturbing results. Current test subjects show very different characteristics than those originally captured on Taris. It's almost as if someone has been tampering with the specimens. Dr. Lorik believes the changes are due to the virus's natural adaptability. If he's right, our efforts to find a cure will be even harder than we thought.
Dr. Sanis Lorik, log entry 1408. The modified virus is ready for field testing in the Tion Hegemony. The first few worlds will be wiped out. Their populations will become rakghouls under my control, swelling the ranks of my armies. With the hegemony secured, I will spread my campaign world by world until I sweep away the war-torn tatters of both the Republic and the Empire. Dr. Sanis Lorik, log entry 1411. Preliminary results from the hegemony have exceeded even my expectations. The success has led me to reevaluate the virus. I understand now that it is neither a disease nor a weapon. The exposed become bigger, faster, stronger, genetically improved in every way. The virus is evolution perfected. It must be spread across the entire galaxy.
Dr. Adi Ingral, supplemental log update. Dr. Lorik has gone completely mad. We realize now he was never working on a cure for the virus. His work is an abomination. We have to stop him. After I delete his files, we will try to take him into custody. I fear he may oppose us with violence, but we have no other choice.
Butchers, trespassers, how dare you come into my lab and slaughter my children?
You've created an incredible weapon. One we plan to take from you.
Ha! Fortunately, I no longer have to worry about my research falling into the Empire's hands. My assistants sabotaged my files. Since their transformation, however, they've become much more loyal.
You've transformed your assistants into rakghoul slaves. Nice. You ever thought about coming to work for the Empire?
Oh, I could make you a similar offer. I've found a way to evolve the virus. Each new strain makes the host more powerful than the last. That power can be yours. Let me inject you with the virus, and you will become greater than you ever dreamed.
Nice try. The virus takes away the subject's free will. You said so yourself.
Not the latest version. It causes a physical transformation, but leaves the mind untouched. I indulged just before you arrived.
Gaze upon the pinnacle of evolution with awe and terror. Weep for what you will never become.
The Tion Hegemony has sent an official message of gratitude for eliminating Dr. Lorik. They seem quite eager to curry our favor. Apparently, crushing our rivals sends an appropriate message to the rest of the galaxy. I only wish we could have recovered Lorik's research. A weaponized version of the rakghoul virus would have been a welcome addition to our arsenal.
When word gets out of what we've done, others will assume we acquired it. That could also be useful.
True. The mere threat of another outbreak is itself a weapon, though I doubt we will need it anytime soon. We've eliminated a potential usurper of our power, and strengthened ties with the Tion Hegemony. This was a great victory for the Empire. The Republic will tremble in fear when they learn of this.
It will be a glorious day when our ancient enemy is finally wiped out.
A day that draws closer, thanks to your actions. Farewell. I look forward to working together again, should the opportunity arise.